Hello and welcome everyone to my, excuse me, I was going to say my little crafter show, but it's Arts, Cuts, and everything in between. I am your host, Eileen, aka Eileen the Little Crafter. Additional information about this show and my YouTube show, The Little Crafter Show, can be found on my website, eileenthelittlecrafter.com. Holy cow. Ugh, what a flub. Anyways, let's keep it real. Stuff happens. But anyways, guys, a quick couple of announcements. I first would like to wish my niece a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Jaylene. Actually, happy sweet 16th birthday, and many, many more. You made this Titi of yours feeling extremely old. Seriously, wow. So also next week will be definitely, without a doubt, I already have it, but I'll get into that a little more. Next week definitely will be a mixed media video. I'm actually making a mixed media album. And I'll give you more details about the video. This is just, you guys are going to laugh your heads off on this one. Alrighty, so what else is going on? So there is also, for everything under the sun, I did some visual aids. So PicMonkey is up and Filmora, and working on the other videos as well. I'm actually going to be doing for the torrent, I'm going to actually do like a clothing haul. So you'll see some of the pieces. And, yeah, so. And I think that's about it for the announcements. Oh, wait, one more. I would like to thank Christy, one of my listeners on SoundCloud, for liking one of my podcasts. Thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart, Miss Chrissy. I hope that you continue to listen to the show and enjoy the rest of the podcast. So, okay. What's going on? Alrighty. So, today's podcast is going to be a lifestyle update. Well, actually, no. A life update. Excuse me, not a lifestyle update, because lifestyles is mainly about work, weight related stuff. So I'm just gonna give you the whole shebang. I mean, I'm gonna take in each individual topic as later on, whatchamacallit, because I kind of find them interesting, what I'm going to be talking about. Okay, so I'm going to be using, first off, talk about what I've been using for a little while, my fitness app. Actually, in the beginning, when I first used it about a couple of years ago, I really hated this thing. It was really hard. I hate counting calories. I hate measuring because I really suck at it, like, tremendously. And so the reason being is because as a kid, I've always struggled with math and reading, but I've gotten a lot better with reading. Math is still due to my dyslexia. And I know that dyslexia is a very common problem, and I know that there's a lot of tips and tricks about it, but for some strange reason, I can get the tips and tricks for the reading part of it and the writing, but the math, I just, even science, I've gotten a little bit better, but not as nearly as confident as, I wouldn't say confident as writing. I would say, I don't want to say comfortable or confident. I think that the fears are still there, but I think that in terms, I don't know, there's just something about it that is, I guess, maybe I am a little bit more comfortable than when I was earlier in my life. So I think I would say, compared to what I was back then when I was younger, I think I've gotten a heck of a lot more comfortable. If I could, talk to that girl back then and she could talk to me about right now, I think we would be like, holy cow, are you kidding me? Like, it would be night and day compared to then. And science is not as good as where I would like it to be, but it is a heck of a lot better. So I'm happy about that. In terms of math, it's just, there are just certain things that are above my head. And, it happens, and, anyway, so back to what I was saying before I got on this crazy rant. So I actually have been using it, and the reason being is because we have actually me and a few other wonderful ladies are on a challenge, and we have some new people and we have some old people, and it's always great to be a part of this, to try and cheer each other on and motivate each other. So it's extremely fun and awesome. So I just want to give a shout out to my now teammates and my teammates in the past. Everyone has just been so really awesome and fun to, learn from and different things. And, it's just been really fun. And this time around, hey, it's cool. Really excited. This time around, it's a bit different because we're doing a different type of a program, but still using Avocare products. And some people aren't using Avocare products. And so, it's really, really cool. And I'm just excited and always nervous on a challenge. But this time I was really freaking out because I just was like, oh my goodness, I really hate this app. I don't like it. We had the option of not using it. But I figured, you know what, let me give it a try and see how it goes for this week. If it didn't, then I was going to go back to the other way that I was doing it. And but so far, I think that it's been working better. I think my patience level for this app and for myself and just, plugging along has gotten a lot better. The one cool thing that my coach gave me, hey, Miss Lisa Morrow, thank you for coaching us. The one cool thing that Lisa was talking to me about was, try and, if you can use the green ones, the little check marks, because that's been more, verified or whatever the case may be. If you really don't know what something is, but it's close enough, so just use that. That might, help you. And that took the edge off of it, because I want to be so precise, and I don't want to screw up my calorie intake. So yeah, so that was something that she definitely did that kind of took the edge off of it partly, and and with David's help and a lot more patience. I think back then we weren't a lot more patient, and I think that as time went on, we have become a little bit more patient, and I guess that also has to rub off on the team, because but that's another story, another ball game. Yeah, he has been putting us through our paces, and what can we expect? He's 13. Hello. And he's going through his own, issues and stuff like that. So, I am a little happy that I can say this morning, that he didn't, because actually what happened was I pre-recorded this podcast, and then I had to do it again, and then I had to do it this morning, so it's Tuesday morning technically, and rainy, horrible Tuesday morning, and I still got to somehow get a walk-in, an appointment in, actually either or, depending on the timing, and actually I went to bed way too late, and I was going to go for a walk earlier, but I had to go back to sleep. I was exhausted. So yeah, so that's my crazy schedule. So Tuesdays are my walk days, and I have an appointment, so, and, yeah, so, what was I going to talk about? So, yeah, so we're on a 28-day challenge. I'm super excited. I've lost some weight during, the week or 2 weeks that I was using the app, so I think that I'm going to, I am going to give it a try, and I honestly don't know if I'm going to stick with it, but if it becomes a good habit, then I guess I'll keep going, and we'll figure it out as it goes along. So speaking of the teen, let's see, he's been putting us through our paces, and we're trying to find different ways to parent him together, co-parent, and not wring his neck and wring our necks. at the same time. I don't. I know that sounds bad, but it gets to that point. I mean, I know if you guys are parents, you can totally relate to this, where you're just like, oh, if especially if you're by yourself, you just seriously want to just like take, just I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to I don't want to say, like, oh, you want to hurt yourself, because that's not cool either, because you shouldn't make fun of things like that sometimes. Well, actually, no, you shouldn't make fun of things like that all the time. But you seriously just want to, just go off the deep end. But what's the point in that when you know that when things cool down and calm down, then you can look around and see the mess that you made, and then you got to somehow fix it, and it's 100 times worse, so it's and I'm speaking from experience, stuff happens, and it's not, you're not always going to get it perfect, but I guess also if you're willing to try to keep going and keep pushing yourself, I think that's always a great thing. But like I said, he's been putting us through our limits and our patience some days, and some days are better than others. And I think this week has been, I think that we've been pushing each other to be more patient and more kind with each other and kind with ourselves. I think that's been, a big problem, especially for me. I don't think I've been kind to myself a lot. And, so we just been working on it and taking it day by day, So that's been kind of interesting, and I'm glad. I think that I'm not saying that we're in a really strong place, but I feel like this week, actually last week and starting into this week, we've been in a really good place. And encouraging each other and encouraging him, to be in a good place. So it's just been really, really, it's been a good dynamic. I think that it's helping us with our self-esteem, with our parenting, with our relationship, with, things like that. And hopefully, it's rubbing off on our teen to see these things. And I know it's a huge change for him. So he's kind of resistant to it. But I also kind of see that little light bulb in his head, liking it at the same time and getting it, and seems like he's understanding it. So I mean, it's an interesting mix. I have to say, I really have to say that it's been interesting. So anyway, guys, that's what parenting is like, and I think I don't know if I mentioned this last time. I don't know. I haven't done a live update in so long. Apparently, he's doing all right in school. We had an IEP meeting. As you guys know, my son has special needs. He has autism. And I went to this IEP meeting, and I kind of felt like I overran it because I had a lot of questions in terms of, and letting them know what types of behavior he's expressing at home. Because I'm also worried that he will start doing it at school. And apparently, they didn't even bother telling me that his OT or occupational therapist has been changed, and that his sensory diet is going to be changed. And it's just like, really? What in the who? And I was very upset about that. And yes, I did try to ask my son before. He kind of said yes. No more Mr. Ray. But then he said, oops, no more Mr. Ray. I'm just going to, because there's a bunch of Mr. Rays out there. So he basically, and then when I asked him, he does his famous, I don't remember. That's what he loves to do, which drives me completely nutso. But hey, as a parent, you gotta give them their space. So, I walk into the meeting, and everybody's like, oh, yeah, he's great. We're doing this, we're gonna try to do that. And I'm like, really? Seriously? I was none too happy, but I try to explain, my, I didn't even bother. She had some really good ideas, but I also felt like the other occupational therapists had also some good ideas, because I kind of feel like, yes, he needs to hear it verbally and he needs to see things physically, certain concepts, but at the same time, I kind of feel like he needs a lot more stimulation and input to get out all this angst in him. So I kind of feel like that is something that he, will benefit from, but that's just me. And so anyways, so and there's a few other things that I'm not happy about. Like he's not really interacting in gym very well. He's not going to recess. The sensory issues are becoming overpowering, and we're working with him on that, the best way we can. But some days are just oof. Mentioning going outside some weekends is like World War III. You would think that we're taking away or punishing him for life. It's just it's insane. It really is insane. So alrighty, so enough about the parenting stuff. Let's see. So you guys know about the life update. What we're doing. It's a change, parenting. Okay, so let's get back into the craziness that I found out. Okay, so we're looking and flipping around, figuring out what we want to watch. There is nothing on. Okay, so we go on demand. So I tell David, I said, hey, I think the new season of Lucifer is supposed to be coming on. And he says, I didn't hear anything. I said, no, I didn't hear any announcement either. Apparently, the reason why we've been missing Lucifer is because we've been watching Street Outlaws and we didn't realize that it had already, the season 3, was it season 3 or season? Yeah, it was season 3, had already begun. And I'm like, whoa, when did this happen? So we've been so into Street Outlaws that we totally bypassed the whole complete season of season 3. And you know what? It was only 5 episodes. 5. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? Now, I'm wondering if my other show that I really like has been going on. So I'm going to check up on it. The Exorcist. I really like that show. I really think it's done so well. I did like the movies, except for, I think, part 2. I wasn't too crazy about it. I mean, it had a very interesting concept. But something about it just was missing. I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Like I said, it was a very interesting concept. It was filmed really, I loved the way it was filmed. Very interesting. But just something, I don't know. It wasn't as good as the first, So, yeah. So, yeah. I can't believe we missed it. Like, and I didn't even see any announcement for it. I guess because we really don't watch Channel 5 that much. I don't really watch like the other shows. I kind of lost interest in Rosewood. I don't know, just something about it, I lost my interest. I was like, yeah, no, and so I'm definitely going to find out whether or not. So, I'm going to talk to you guys about that, what I think about season 3, and definitely looking forward to season 4. Also going to be talking to you about, more about what I like about it, what I didn't like about it. We're also starting to watch something called, American Gods. It looks so interesting, and I tried to watch one episode, and, just to see, and we got hooked. I mean, I didn't think we were going to like it, but we definitely got hooked with that one. So that's another show we're watching. I decided that I'm going to make sure that I definitely start recording Dead Files, because sometimes, we're busy or we want to go to bed early. So Dead Files has just been really, really good. Their cases have just been amazing. I love the fact that they're trying to investigate new, they've always investigate new locations, but in terms of this particular location that I watched, it was like 2 or 3 episodes, maybe even 4 episodes ago, that excuse me, that they investigated a tattoo parlor. So that was really interesting. I thought I had enough time. Time is not on my side, people. So, anyways, yeah, sorry about that. That's my timer. I have to take pills, and wait 30 minutes before I eat my breakfast. Yay! Actually, I really hate eating breakfast. I don't know. I prefer like a shake or something like that. I'm not a morning. Like, I love my hot cup of coffee. That's what I want to say. Woo, Nelly. Can't talk today. Had to get something to drink. And that's another thing that I really, some days I'm not crazy about, being on this program. Is all the liquid intake you have to. So it's 2 divided by your weight. So when I first started out, I had to drink 19 cups, and then I brought it down to a total of right now 13 cups. So yeah. So I mean, that's good. I mean, that's great, and I can't wait for it to be less. It's a pain because I feel like I gotta go to the restroom like every 5-10 minutes. It's just funny. And David laughing at me. He's like, again? I'm like, oh, you shut up already. I'm always, that poor man, I'm always kicking him out of the butt. I'm like, please, I gotta go, I can't hold it no more. Oh my god. And ladies, oh man, this is probably too much TMI. Ladies, as we get older, seriously, we are definitely going to be needing those, the pens, discreet underwear, or those little pads, So, yeah. I personally like the extra long or whatever. Those are my favorites. And I know this is probably like, what? This is way too much TMI. But yeah, no, I serious. I've come to the realization that, hey, everyone needs to know these things, because nobody else talks to you about it before. But you know what? Gosh darn it, and let's just be real with one another. This happens, this starts to sag, that goes this way, and the bladder, it does, as you get older, does not work, and it's not in your friends. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, running out of the bathroom like 50 million times, running in and out of the bathroom 50 million times is just one of those things that, And even when I am not, the bladder is still not working properly. So as you get older, just, be aware of that. Alrighty, so let me get into it with what happened with this stupid video. Okay, so I've been trying to film a bunch of videos so that I can get ready for this week. And I'm going to tell you guys, apparently when I had to recharge my battery for excuse me if I heard that. I had to recharge my battery for my camera, and I'm still getting used to this camera. It's called the Tough T something or other. I'll definitely put a link so you guys can see what I'm talking about in the blog post. So I put it in my camera, and I'm like pointing, so you guys can know where my computer is. Like, the hand gestures. Anyways, because you guys would laugh. So I plugged it in, and I decided, okay, well, I have some footage that I want to edit, kind of, so that I don't have so much editing to do, what I want to keep, what I want to fast forward, yada yada, that type of thing. And apparently, I forgot to put the SD card back into my camera. And I'm wondering, why is my camera just shutting off? Like, it won't hold any more time, more footage. And I think it was, what was it? Last week, I forgot what day. I was like up reading about it, trying to figure out. People were saying that it's a good blog camera, it's a good travel camera. Some were saying that it's a really good water underground. I want to say underwater footage. Some people said it didn't. Some people said that in the daytime it was better than the nighttime. So if you want it, footage under the water, it wasn't, and at night it wasn't good. Someone said that as soon as they hit the water with it, it just was like wah wah wah. I personally will not be taking that under the water. Maybe I might do some like rain footage just to see how it does. I don't know. We will see. David's like, we're not taking that thing under the water. And neither one of us do any type of snorkeling, anyways. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say I've always wanted to do that, but never really got the opportunity to do so. I'm a swimmer. He's not. And scuba diving has always looked interesting to me, but I'm not going to sit here and lie and say those tanks kind of scare me. And trying to get into those wetsuits, I don't know. I definitely would have to lose a lot of weight for that one. But anyways, I regress. Okay, so I'm like, for days, I literally want to take this camera and throw it out the window. I'm like, oh my goodness, we bought a really poopy camera. I was cursing at the thing. I just was going crazy, and I'm trying to make this video, and I'm thinking everything is going well, and I'm in the middle. I already have the paper glued to the album. I already cut the little ends, like the little, when you fold it in, there's like, okay, so when you fold the paper in to cover it for the album, and you don't really have to do this, you can just cut it to size, but I kind of like to do what's called the wraparound method. So what I do is I leave about an inch. I make it an inch longer by width and length, and so when I fold it in so that I know where to glue, before I glue anything, I cut a little bit of, whether or not people call it a rectangle, some people call it a square. So I make 2 little slits, and then you take those pieces off, and so what you're left is like one, like just less bulk. So what I do is I kind of I do that so that I cut those pieces off, those little slits at the ends where the two folds meet. That's the word, where the 2 folds meet, and I cut those off so that it doesn't it can glue down better and it's less bulky. So I'm already done that, and I cannot believe that I look up just to see if I'm in frame and the camera's off again. And I'm like, oh my goodness, what is going on? And then something tells me to look in the battery, with the battery. I'm thinking, okay, maybe did I not put the SD card in properly? And it's not there. I'm like, holy freaking, oh my goodness. I'm just like, are you kidding me? Are you flipping kidding me? I was just going off. I was just like, oh, how stupid can you be? How stupid can you be? So I go back upstairs and I get my SD card, and I also bring down something else that I needed. Actually, my crocodile was here because apparently I can't find my Zetter bind it all, and I went to go use the cinch for the cover because I thought it was thin enough, or maybe I didn't push it in all the way properly, and it made like these weird little lines on it. So when you guys see it, you guys would extremely laugh at it, but I'm gonna fix it. I'm just gonna probably just leave it that way. I did not want to make another cover. I'm just gonna embrace the imperfection. I kind of feel like, when you're gonna start off making either a for a mixed media album, it's all right. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, because it's a mixed media album. If you want it, perfect, then you make it perfect. I kind of feel like if you use, like, let's say typing paper or cardboard little pieces that you can use as thin cardboard or whatever, you can. That was one thing that I wanted to say, was that if you wanted to start making albums but you don't want to start using your scrapbooking paper because you're worried that you may not be proficient enough, that's how you can practice. So that was one thing that I actually thought of while I was making that video. It was like, wow, this would be good practice, whether if you make a mixed media video or you just make, and if you like the way the album look, hey, start putting pictures in it, so that's something, if you really want to start trying to make a a little mini album for yourselves or whatever the case may be, you can start off that way. So hey, it is what it is. So I'm just a learning experience, having fun, just doing my thing. So yeah, so after all that, I finished up the video. I go upstairs and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna, even though it's like almost like 7-8 o'clock, I'm still gonna put it up. So I'm editing the video and I finally got it to where I wanted to go, and all of a sudden it doesn't want to load onto my computer. I'm like, really, after all the crud that I went through, you don't want to. So I managed to somehow save it, and now I'm going to just put it on for next week. I'll re-save it so that I can actually put it up on YouTube, because there's only certain files, and so there's only certain files that YouTube will take. So I'm like, so I gotta reformat the video, and I will upload that and put a blog post and get that all together. So I'm working on another video, which is the a plan with me video. Oh my goodness, that one took forever, and I still haven't finished. I'm like, holy crud, seriously? Now I see why people take out time out so that they can put their planners together the way they want to. And some of the stickers, I'm telling you, it's really insane. Some of these stickers don't really fit into the planner. It's weird. I don't know if they're made for other planners, but I'm trying to make everything fit. And I'm like, okay, can this fit here? Like, it was a huge learning experience, and I just was like, oh my goodness, like, it's fun to learn at the same time, but it was annoying at the same time, because I kind of thought that everything would fit the way I needed it to be, and but it worked out, so I got the part of the what is that, I got the fitness thing done, and now I'm going to be working on the month. Actually, I kind of feel like I need a little insert for the like a list of things for the, well, then again, if I kind of, I don't know, I think I need a list for the exercise, because there are a few things that I have to do that, is not on the whatchamacallit, I don't know, like, just, I may need a list, I don't know, I may need another insert of some sorts. I'll figure that out, and if I do, add anything else to my planner, I'll let you guys know, or I'll, let you guys know when you can see it in the video. So what else is going on? That's about it, really. We're trying to get our exercise on, so we're going to be doing a lot of watching stuff on demand, filming, not filming things, putting things to record, and so that since David does his exercise at night, and we want to get some of my exercise done at night, and then on days where it's not when we have nothing to watch and there's nothing on that we really want to watch, we can catch up on our shows that way. And it was cool. Like, we literally binge watched every night for the 5 days or so, Lucifer, and yeah. So we didn't catch most of the Street Outlaws, and technically, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, I'm not crazy about JJ. So if you guys haven't catched that out, I know most people will be like, what, you don't like JJ? He's awesome. I'm like, no, don't really like people like that, but that's just me, or hey, it could be just for the show, and honestly, I'm wondering if they're trying to get him a deal, seriously, because that's what it looks like. I mean, because that's how it started off with Kai Kelly. I mean, he kept on making a couple of appearances, and then all of a sudden there was Street Outlaws New Orleans. Don't know when that season is coming on. I really, honestly, I watched maybe 1 or 2 episodes, but I wasn't, something was missing. I really wasn't crazy about it at all. I prefer the original Street Outlaws. So that was that. And then, so, like I said, I'm wondering if they're going to be giving him a new a spin-off of sorts for the for the show. So yeah. Is there anything else? Working on Father's Day stuff. I gotta start making a few cards. And don't know what I'm gonna do in terms of gifts. Ugh, I am the worst for shopping. I seriously suck at giving people gifts. Seriously, I'm the worst. But it is what it is. Anyway, guys, so I am going to end it here because I got a lot of stuff that I got to take care of and a little bit of time to do it in. And thank goodness. Oh, that was the other thing that I want to tell you. Oh, yesterday, not only did I have issues finding my... Okay, so when I found out that my SD card was done, all of a sudden, my camera wanted to die right in the middle of the video. Luckily, I was pretty much done. Only had a few more things to do, and the video held out until I was done. So then I came upstairs and I put it to charge. And the SD card is in my computer, and I know once that thing is charged, gotta put it back in. All right. So here's the other kicker. So last couple of days, our drain has been acting funny. So not our drain, but the plumbing in the building has been acting funny. So I guess it came to a really, really bad head, so they had to fix it up. So in the middle of all of this, I had to deal with no water in my sink. Yeah. I was so upset. I wanted to scream, but I was too tired because I had so much stuff that I had to take care of yesterday to try and prepare for today. But as you can see, I'm still not prepared. I still wasn't prepared, and and then last night I had the nerve to go to bed late. I don't even know why I did that. Anyway, so that was my crazy night, and so I'm gonna be making some more videos definitely soon. I will be making up the Cricut video so you guys can see what that looks like. I have a few project ideas that I would like to work on, and I'll be making those other videos really, really soon. And the Plan With Me video is going to be definitely coming up soon. And, just me kind of talking about everything under the sun with YouTubers and stuff like that. I think I already put that one up. Did I? I think I did. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure. Ugh. I should have put that video up. I'm going to double check today. And, so, anyway, guys, that's about it. Enough of my crazy ramblings. Alrighty, guys, so thank you so very much for listening. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. You can always email me at EileenTheLittleCrafter.com. Again, that website is EileenTheLittleCrafter.com. And thank you for listening. And I will catch you next week. And bye for now.